You're watching a sport on a green field with 11 players on both teams running around a round-shaped object with a questionable crowd around. You are most likely watching the sport called football. Football, as it sounds, is an English name originating from the UK, and in fact, in every non-English speaking country, much sounds like football. You and I, if you are thinking that all the English-speaking countries will call it football, then no. In those countries, it's called soccer. But why? To understand it, we had to turn some pages around and go back in the history of this beautiful sport. Football's history is very ancient and it evolved for thousands of years. The concept of a group of players kicking around a ball to a goal area has been around for thousands of years, like the Mesoamerican sport where the round-shaped ball was used, and the ancient Chinese game of suzu. Some Mesoamerican ball games were connected to religious rituals and historical accounts suggest that human sacrifice was sometimes associated with these events. The ancestors of modern football were played in medieval England as early as the 12th century. This version was very aggressive and chaotic as whole town came to a field to kick the ball, which involved kicking and punching the ball as well. It became unpopular for its aggressiveness, and later in the 17th century it became popular again. This new version of football gave birth to different models of football played today. English schools started playing the game of football again. Different English schools developed different versions of football. Rugby School allowed carrying the ball by hand, while schools such as Eton preferred a kicking game. Hence, the sport of rugby got its name, and the fact that you play by kicking the ball with your feet, the sport of football got its name. In 1863, representatives from several clubs met in London to create a common set of rules for the game. With this meeting, the single confusing game finally and officially split into two different sports: rugby football, association football. Both the games were played by the upper class of England and they named association football as soccer. It was only when working class started to play it and made it popular as football. But why did the upper class call it soccer? There was a tendency in the upper class of England to give things and people nicknames with their names with earth ended in the name. Association football was shortened to a sock, and Oxford students added the ER ending, creating the nickname soccer. In the United States of America, the name football was already given to a different sport where we barely use our feet. When association football became popular in the United States, the word football was already strongly associated with the American football. As a result, the older nickname soccer remained widely used.